Hi, I'm Alec from Nordic Approach Tropic, and today we're doing a in-stock spring cupping virtual style. We know it's hard to plan in these times and we can't be together to cup coffees like we usually like to do. So we picked out 6 in-stock freshly arrived coffees from 5 different origins to taste together, and if you need them, they're ready to go in our Belgium warehouse. So since we can't be together cupping 200 coffees of the spring cupping, I picked out 6 coffees that I would recommend to you that I think are tasting great, that are representative of the different origins. Every single coffee on the table is fresh. It's from the freshest harvest that we have. All of them are appropriate for filter or espresso, but I've kind of focused on small micro lots from specific producers, some new names, some older names, some names you've seen from before. That are tasting great. It's really hard to plan these days. Some people have too much coffee, some people have too little coffee, or you might find that you have holes in your menu because your Kenyans on your web shop are going crazy. So it's still good to plan, but if you don't want to plan right now, these are here, they're tasting great. All right, let's get stuck in. Let's cup. This first coffee is from a farmer called Rodolfo Pastrana, who we've been working with both inside and outside the Tarqui Cup for the last couple of years. This lot came in 9th place in the Tarqui Cup, which is coffees harvested in November, and they come in around February. So this is very fresh Colombia. We really like his coffees in general, and we really like Tarqui because it's a special kind of micro-region in Huila. So one other thing that I really like about these coffees is they're packed in these beautiful 24 kilo boxes. So should you not need a whole sack of 70 kilos, you don't need so much coffee right now, but you want to have something really stand out on your offer list, this is a really good option. We could send it to you by FedEx. So let's taste. What I'm getting out of this coffee is raspberry, kind of delicate berry fruit, along with brown sugar. So it's nice and balanced. It's really sweet. It's kind of like a raspberry olive oil cake, if you see what I mean. Not like a fresh, bright, acidic raspberry, but really sweet and elegant and lingering. Really nice, all around coffee. This next coffee is from Peru, from a single farmer called Segundo, Mondragon. It's the first year that we have bought from Peru. The coffees somehow remind you of Colombia or Central America, but they have a lot of fruit and brightness in them that you don't always find. I've been drinking these coffees for the last months and been really surprised and happy. Since they're single farmers and they're small farmers, the quality level is already really good. And I'm sure we're gonna have even better stuff coming in future seasons. This coffee gives me kind of a fresh tropical fruits, like papaya, almost like a medium ripe pineapple, like white sugar, not so like the brown sugar from the first coffee, but it's got a really long and lingering fresh fruit finish. So it's got a medium heft, so it will work great in espresso, but it will also make a really nice filter, which is how I've been drinking it. And we have about 9 bags left, and we are looking forward to buying our next Peru coffees in the summer. This is from Nano Challa, which is a cooperative in Western Ethiopia where we've been working on and off for the last 5-6 years, I would say. This coffee is so good. It's like an old friend coming back to visit. It's one of the most distinctive profiles in Ethiopia, in my opinion. When I tasted it today, it brought me back to harvests from previous years because the flavor profile is so distinct. Which is amazing because it's only just down the road from Biftugudina and Duramina, and you grow like a kilometer or 2. But these coffees are so characteristic. For me, they always have a kind of a white wine Chardonnay thing going on. So the first thing I get is like mouth coating, melon, grapefruit, like a soft grapefruit with sugar on it, like you would get in a really nice white wine. The next thing you get is just florals, like fresh flowers. So much fresh flowers, no perfume, no grandma's potpourri flavor, just sweet, clean fruit and florals with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of kaffir lime maybe, but not overpowering, not like a lemonade flavor. It's so good, it's so balanced. It makes a delicious espresso, I can tell you that from experience. I just want to drink gallons of this coffee as filter every day. This is another washed Ethiopian coffee. This one is from the south. It's called Samii, Nensebo, Refisa. This is a new region. West RC is a newer region for Ethiopia, but we've been buying there for the last couple of years. It's a new washing station for us, Nensebo, Refisa. It's a really, really tasty coffee. It brings back a lot of flavor memories of your best cupping southern Ethiopian coffees. It's got the lemons and the florals and the stone fruit that you would want there. But it's just it's really deep, and it tastes like, it reminds me of like lemons in Sicily, like sorbet, all the travel that we used to get to do that we don't get to do anymore. That's what it reminds me of. Let's taste, I'll give you proper flavor notes. The first thing you get for this coffee is lemonade, like nice sweet lemonade, or a little bit of iced black tea. You get peach, apricot, stone fruit, but it's much slimmer. It's got that kind of slim, bright, lemony, zesty Ethiopian, southern Ethiopian washed coffee flavor that you want, which I think is perfect for this time of the year as the seasons are changing. This next coffee is from Uganda. It's called Chigalagala. There you go, I got it. It's a natural coffee from Uganda, which is a new coffee origin for me and for Nordic and for many people in the specialty industry. Uganda is known more for doing Robusta, but there are a lot of interesting new projects in both the west and the east of Uganda that we've been exploring more and more. So the coffees that we have from Uganda now are all naturals. And if you've tasted any of our Rwanda or Burundi naturals in the last years, you know that they can have this great combination of intense berry acidity along with ripe strawberry fruit. And somehow they can work really well in harmony. So if you've tasted some more rugged Ethiopian naturals, the florals and the citrus and the funkiness are pulling in the opposite directions. These ones I feel are more in harmony, but they're rowing in the same direction. You definitely know it's a natural. It's got that strong, ripe strawberry flavor, but it's also got a really nice acidity backbone with some kind of rhubarb and red currant flavor that you would expect from a Great Lakes kind of East African region coffee. It's really nice. It's got a lot of body to it too. It's got some texture in the mouth, and I think it would make a really nice cold coffee, whether it's iced or cold brew or something like that, or an espresso or a filter. It's just very fruit forward and dense with fruit. I really think there's a lot of potential in doing naturals in Uganda. This coffee is from Kenya. It's called AB Thimu, number 024. From the Baragwi cooperative, where we're buying Muchigara and Guama and some of our other pretty well-known Kenyans. All right, let's give this a taste. This coffee has all the berries you would expect from a Kenyan coffee, especially in the kind of black currant and gooseberry direction. As it's been cooling down, it's getting richer and sweeter and rounder than it was when it was hot, and it's also pretty fresh. It's a fresh arrival. I think it landed last week. And so that bright, bracing acidity that you expect from Kenya will kind of temper over time, and the fruit will come up. But I think it's really kind of got that juicy, intense Kenya brightness that you would expect. Yeah, it's tasting great. I'll drink this all day. Thanks for joining us for this virtual spring cupping. It was really fun. It's weird not to have visitors and all our friends here, but we do what we can. Hope everybody's doing well where you are. If you have any questions about any of the coffees, let us know. This is just a selection that we've made from the table. We got lots of samples and we're still working to get people coffees, so don't be a stranger, and hope to see you next time.